There we go. I think we are recording. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So welcome. This will be a video, hopefully shorter than the last one, but this will be specifically about uranium and can uranium go to $150 for the spot price of U308. So we will dive right into that. I hope you've had a great weekend. I know I have. I've been dog sitting for the majority of this day so far. But given this that I'm a dog person that actually used to have a very large 90 kilo Great Dane male. He passed away only 3 years old, so now I try to get some time with dogs as much as I can. But given that I work a lot, it's not really a good time for me to get a new dog. So I'll record this quickly and then I'll have to get going to head to the gym and then actually work. But yeah, we will dive right into this. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, here's the Bitcoin chart from last week's video. And this is just to show the relevance of what we were talking about. We were right around this area. So as you can see, all of the price actions since then have just been noise. And that's why we stick to strict rules that we know work and don't complicate things if we like to trade on a medium or long-term time frame. But this is not relevant now. We will talk about uranium, if we can go to $150. So I actually invested in uranium not as a trade, and I think that's important to talk about as well. You have to separate investing from trading. So when I looked at uranium, it was actually well over a year ago that I found the case for uranium and started researching it. And then around 25th of January, I had conducted a 3-page report on the bullish case for uranium and why I thought it was a great investment at the time. I still think it is. But yeah, I put together a 3-page report, sent it to all my colleagues and a bunch of other people in my network. So I think about 25, 30 people got it. Those who are still invested today in the stocks I told them about are very happy. Those who have sold, well, not our fucking problem, but that's their loss. And it's not too late to get in right now either, I think. Maybe not this day, but it's still a good case. But this video is not about the fundamentals for uranium, which is obviously fucking insanely bullish. Probably one of the strongest fundamentals I've seen in a case in a very long time. I will not go into detail, but it's an insane supply and demand story with a lot of other twists and goodies. I'll just say it like that. So in the past bull run, there were many reasons for this, and there's many things to talk about also. That makes you want to go all in on this when you talk about the past bull run. I think we went from around 20 companies in the uranium sector that were publicly traded, and at the end of the bull run in 2007 there was about 500, and the company with the least return on their stock price did roughly, I think, a 20x return from the bottom. So it's a very, very small and explosive sector. And given all of the political aspect to nuclear energy and the case for nuclear energy once again, I think there's not really a better time to get into uranium. But I will not talk to the fundamentals. But if you look at this chart, you can see that we peaked out at around 140. 140, somewhere here. And this was 2007, and I think the the fundamentals are way stronger now than they were back then. And also, given that it's 2022, the speed in which information travel, and you have social media, and the just obscene amount of capital in the system makes for a $140 uranium spot price being actually achieved back in 2007. I mean, seeing that a spot price proceed beyond 140, I think is not far-fetched given all of the things I just mentioned. But I will not talk to the fundamentals. There's too many fundamentals points to make. But let's look at the charts. So this is, let's start with the spot price, I think. So yeah, this is on a weekly chart. So if we just look at this recent breakout here, I think I got in, I told you I sent out the report on the 25th of January 2001. So we were around right here or so. Since then, we've gone up to here, consolidated and broken out. And I tweeted this breakout. Now we're at almost at $60 per pound of uranium. At this tweet, I think we were at around 46. Yeah, 46. So here I say, yesterday was one of those defining market days. I think we just kicked off the next leg up. And this was on 26th of February. Right now it's the 13th of March. But if we measure this target right here, we will see that you can look at this as a flag breakout. Then we'll have the flagpole, something like that. And we will place this at the point of breakout. And we will look at a 74 dollar per pound uranium. But I have pointed out this blue rectangle just for my own sake. I don't look for the last inch on every play, and I don't think that the spot price will stop here in the long term. Maybe short term we'll have a pullback or consolidation, but yeah, like I told you, I came into the uranium sector as an investor based on fundamentals. So almost all of the technicals is just noise to me. So in my trading portfolio, I might trade the uranium stocks based on these technicals, but on my long-term investing portfolio, I'll just keep holding out. I'm not gonna leave my bags at the break-even cost for producers. That's not even that's not even close to where I'll get off. But this would be the technical target. So as you can see, we have room to continue up here before a consolidation. And long term, yeah, I would not be surprised if we surpass the last cycle's all-time high. Not at all. That was the spot price. If we look at this was the tweet. Let's go to URA. This is one of the ETFs where you can get exposure to a bunch of uranium companies. There's also the URANIUM, I think, which will be purchased or acquired from Sprott. But here you can see we clearly broke resistance here, and when we broke the previous local high and this line, previous resistance and support, we had a nice RS flip and have continued since. So this, let's just look at it. I think this will be around the golden pocket also where we're at. So if we take the Fibonacci levels, we will see, Now I did not do it perfectly, but we're close to the golden pocket. It's not uncommon seeing some resistance here. But if we will continue up, obviously I will first target the previous all-time high at around 31.32 for URA. And then obviously the first stop will be the 39.9. but this is uncharted territory. That's why I will go off of a Fibonacci level. But yeah, that's the URA. We can just quickly look at URNM. I think it's the exact same almost. Yeah, and we've actually just faced resistance at the golden pocket also. And here I have pointed out or drawn out a rectangle, just showing where I think this can go in the midterm. But we can look at two stocks also that I think are interesting. There's obviously almost every stock in the uranium sector is going up and will continue to go up. It's just a matter of which one will go up the most. But I like Uranium Royalty Corp, which is a royalty play, the only royalty play in the uranium sector. And then I also like ISO Energy for a bunch of other reasons. But when I compare the two, just price action wise, I always find it that ISO Energy is more volatile. But I've also held a lot of other uranium stocks given this past year, almost year and a half. But let's look at ISO Energy just to see where we can have some targets. We actually surpassed golden pocket right here, but also I would target 8.8. But yeah, obviously I wouldn't. If I traded it, I wouldn't hold my whole position until this point. I also tweeted this, I think. Yep. So ISO Energy, when the short looked like this, we were at 3.9, 3.59. I say when ISO or ISO closes above 3.9, I'll turn insanely bullish. And look what happened. This was down here. I tweeted this 24th of February. I tweeted this right here after this very bullish candle. We closed above 3.9. Look what happened. Since that point, we skyrocketed at the highest level, 46%, and from the low right here, the day before or prior, we are at 66%. Almost 80% here in a short period of time. But I'll target this area and then this area first. But in my long-term bags, I'm not selling. I'm not selling for any, as long as the spot price of uranium is below $100 at least. I'm not fucking selling. That's for sure. But yeah, and this wouldn't be my first 1,000% bagger, and that's important for those of you who've never held a 1,000% or 6,000% bag. It's important to understand that it's not fucking luck. It takes insane amount of confidence and research and also focus, and there's a bunch of things going into not selling too early and being sure of your thesis and continuing to follow your thesis to see that nothing changes. So yeah, you have to be a contrarian sometimes to pull off those gains. But I realize that I've talked for 12 minutes. I try to keep it under 10. Obviously, I have a problem shutting the fuck up. So I'll just end with... don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget the notification bell if you don't want to miss my next video. And please leave comments both here on YouTube or on Twitter, and request charts or any other kind of video you would like me to have as a theme. And I will keep that in mind. Otherwise, I hope you'll have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you probably next week sometime. And yeah, have a good one.